2070, we are almost there. In fact, in another couple of days, we are going to be stepping into it. And this year, since Jupiter is going to be the major planet, Saturn is going to be the major planet, what does it denote? It denotes freedom, expansion, and discipline. You must remember that freedom, if it is done in discipline, is freedom permanently. So it's very important for you to expand in the correct direction, be free of your mind, body and soul, and do exactly what you want to do. Make your dreams come true. Realize them, execute them. But just remember, everything done in discipline is freedom, true paradise. Pisces 2017. Pisces, you all have been waiting for too long. And 2017 is where at last all your prayers, all your wishes, everything can be answered, and probably you'd be leading a life which is free of all hassles and would be able to exercise your freedom of thought, speech and action. The major trends these days for Pisces in 2017 is the psychics and the spiritual channels have been talking about a shift, which means a spiritual influx is happening on the planet for some years now. We all have been talking out that this world is undergoing a major transition. This world is undergoing a major transformation. Suddenly the people who had no values or who were evil or nefarious or had nebulous activities going on suddenly wake up to the fact that they don't last long. So there is a spiritual influx. People are awakening to the correctness way of life. So astrologically speaking, this corresponds to the Neptune's move into your sign from 2012. Ever since Neptune has turned into Pisces, people have started listening to their inner voices. And it is more so for you Pisceans, your introspection into yourself, listening to your intuitions, listening to your inner voice is going to bring you much more success. Everyone has felt this shift, but no one is more prepared to accept it than you Pisceans, because you know that your intuitions are very sharp. Your body is becoming even more refined now. You see that it's not the solid things that you've always imagined, but extremely malleable psychic conditions which are important for the spiritual energy that you need to exercise. It's good to have your head in the clouds these days, but keep both your feet firmly embedded to the ground. You are still living on this earth. I grant you that out of all the zodiacs, the Pisceans are completely going to be accurate, are completely going to be intuitive, are completely going to be there. But you don't have to float, you don't have to gloat about it. Keep your feet firmly on the ground. You are coming out of a very strong love and social period. Over the past 2 years, many of you married or entered into serious love relationships. This year, love is not a big issue. That means the love stays status quo. Whenever I say finances is not a big issue or love is not a big issue, it doesn't mean that it's dead. It means that it is thriving, it is strong and surviving. We needn't pay much attention to it. Now, this year love is not a big issue. Jupiter spends most of the year in your 8th house of regeneration, and there is success in projects involving your personal transformation and reinventing your own self, whether it is personally or professionally. On October 11th, Jupiter will move into Scorpio, which is your 9th house. Now, this indicates foreign travel happening this year. Much of it will be career related. Students at college level will become more successful in their studies. Those applying to colleges should hear good news after this date. Saturn has been in your 10th house of career for the past 2 years and will be there almost the entire year ahead, which says that career, which has been very, very demanding, you've had to discipline yourself here. Bosses could have been demanding and perhaps even unreasonable, and you've had to earn your successes in a very hard way. You really had to work these past couple of years. Much of the testing is now almost over. By the end of this year, the career will be less demanding. So which means Now, since the testing period is over, 2017 in your career, you just need to put your head down, do what is required of you to do, don't shirk your hard work, and by the end of 27, you're going to see the results in bountiful. Now, Pluto has been in your 11th house for many years now, since 2008. So a cosmic detox is going on, and by the time, now this cosmic detox which is going on has a very, very long process, and it actually affects the friendship area. Okay, so by the time Pluto is finished with you, you will be in a completely different social circus. Now, detox is happening. That means people who are no more needed for the growth of your life, or who are no more useful or friendly to you, are going to be put an end. And chances are you may be discriminative, and you may change your social circle. Uranus has been in the money house since 2011 and will still be there in the year ahead. This has made the financial life very exciting, filled with sudden and unexpected changes, but it also makes it highly unstable. You've been learning to deal with financial instability and changes in these past few years. This continues for half the year. There will never be a dull moment in your financial life. That is a promise from me in 2017. All your hard work and all the efforts that you've put in are going to fructify and be rewarded. Remember, you need to choose what you want. You need to decipher, and you need to actually make your own goals and your own achievements and your own targets in a very, very practical manner, and you will meet them. Exercise your freedom of thought, speech and action, and see the world bowing down to you. These were the general trends which are important for 2017 for each zodiac. Now, basically, there are these 4 major planets that are affecting every zodiac differently. But for your personal, how are these 4 planets going to affect you personally? It's important for me to get into your birth details, because your birth details are definitely going to be more in-depth study of how you should behave, or what is your attitude that is required to build your altitude in 2017. So don't forget to make your personal charts.